Now, you've probably heard them all before. Load up on vitamin C, avoid going outside with wet hair, or getting the flu vaccine gives you the flu. Well, health experts say some of the most common cold and flu advice Aussies swear by is actually wrong.
As winter illness season ramps up, doctors are busting the biggest myths and revealing what really helps keep you healthy. Here to break it all down is Dr. Zach Turner. Great to have you with us. OK, let's start with the flu vaccine first off. Does it actually cause the flu?
No. Easy to answer. Very, very easy. There's no possible way it can cause the flu. We only take small particles, fragments of the virus, and it's completely deactivated. It's completely made dead, essentially. And then we implant this to then cause your body to have an immune response based on this little tiny fragment of the whole big molecule, so there's no way it can cause anything. However, I continually get patients coming in asking, I got the flu vaccine last year and I got sick 2 days after.
Right.
If that's you, you were probably exposed to the flu 3 or 4 days beforehand, because it's normally going to be incubating for a little while. And the thing is lots of people go to get the flu vaccine right when they're starting to hear about people getting the flu. So it's already circulating around, and often people are exposed to it 4 or 5 days, or they've gone into the GP clinic, sat next to kids and touched different things.
And the vaccine's only 50-something%, you know.
Totally, it's the prediction.
Useful anyway, so there is a chance you can still get the flu even if you have your vaccine.
Totally, because it's covering off what we predict will be the worst types of strains from the year previous.
Yes.
So the year prior, sorry.
Just really quickly, is your immunity then after the vaccine better than if you've had the flu?
It's a little bit different, so it should be roughly the same. If you've had the flu from this year, so remember there's all different types of flus going around, there's all different types of combinations of it. If you think about a daycare centre, how many different kids have got different types of strains and they're all mixing? So there's lots of, exactly, it's a different type of recipe. It depends on what you want. So you can build up a better immune system though, if you've got it, but also if you get exposed to it.
OK. In this post-pandemic world, should people be masking up, staying at home, or is that overcautious?
If you are coughing and sneezing and spluttering, please mask up. But the key things here is that lots of people think that they're safe just by wearing a mask and that everybody else is wearing a mask, because it's really obvious when someone's coughing and sneezing. But the less obvious part is that most viruses are actually transferred via touching things, touching your phone, touching the lift, keyboards, door handles. This is the part that's really gross. Shaking hands. And then what do we do with our hands?
Touch our face.
How many times? How many times every minute?
A lot.
Yeah.
So true.
20 times an hour minimum.
Oh, really?
20 times an hour. So whenever we're touching these sorts of things, this just gets...
Stop shaking hands with everyone.
Or just, you know... Get a little antibacterial, that's easy.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Vitamin C, does it work?
It totally works. It totally works. Not only, yes, but you have to... It's one of those things that you have to keep up all the time, because it will help to reduce your chance of getting sickness. Similar in the same way, when you think about antioxidants, vitamin C is an antioxidant. You put it on an avocado, it stops it going brown. Same as in our cells, we use antioxidants to help stop degradation in different areas. And so vitamin C can help to reduce the severity and about 20% reduction in overall catching of viruses, or when you're exposed to it, that you succumb to it. And that's partly about boosting up your immune system, because we know that if you're stressed and have lots of cortisol, that can actually really plummet your ability to fight off viruses.
I've been on that for about a year. Chicken soup, does that help?
It so helps. This is a really good favourite one of mine. So everyone says, look, it doesn't do anything, but in fact it is really, really good for your upper respiratory tract. So whenever we get sick, you get clogged up, you get snotty noses, all that sort of stuff. Anything warm and hot essentially helps to drain those things out, but particularly umami, some of the taste in chicken soup, can actually help to reduce neutrophils in your upper respiratory tract, which helps things to drain a little bit more, and it also helps to increase your appetite so that you feel a little bit more like eating, because one of the viruses, one of the things that they do is try to suppress your appetite so you can't in fact get better.
Right.
And
so you're weakening.
You're weakening, exactly right.
Okay, that's really good. Thanks, Zach.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming.